I'm so sorry that I didn't listen to my mother at the time and ruined my whole life. But I can't change anything. Now I'll never be able to achieve anything. I know that now, but where was my head before? Back then I thought I was ready to be a mother and that I really wanted children. My mother and I have always had a wonderful relationship. We always talked a lot. I told her everything and she knew all my secrets. When I was 13 years old, my mother told me everything about sex and contraception. She also told me that getting pregnant early would ruin my life. My mother always gave me pocket money and helped me with my homework. My mother even gave me advice on how to behave better with boys. All my girlfriends were terribly jealous of me. I had such a wonderful mother. But with my father, I had a very different relationship. He really wanted him to have a son. But I was bored. So he really wanted me to do some sports. I chose rhythmic gymnastics. My coach was very good, I worked hard, and that's why I often won various competitions. When I came home with a medal or cup, my father was always very pleased with me. He even praised me then and hugged me. And that was a very rare thing. My father never gave my mother any presents, never took her anywhere. They even talked very little. I didn't want that kind of relationship with my husband. But my mother put up with it. She just went to work and took care of my upbringing. I had already started going out with the boys. We were holding hands, hugging, kissing. But I treated it all like a game. And then I met Andre. He was just the guy of my dreams. He was pumped up, very handsome, with dark hair and blue eyes. I was walking home after practice. Andrew saw me and gave me a ride home in his car. He liked me and we started dating. I was 15 years old at the time. Andrew treated me like a queen. He often invited me to restaurants, gave me gifts and flowers. Andrew would come to school and pick me up after school. Though, how all my girlfriends envied me. Andrew was already working, he was 26 years old. When it was Andre's birthday, I stayed overnight at his place. We slept together. At first we used protection. But Andre didn't like it so much, and he took me to a gynecologist, who prescribed birth control pills for me. My mom warned me that there is just no such thing as a perfect relationship. There always comes a point when there are complications and misunderstandings in a relationship. That moment came for us, too. Because of the pills I began to gain weight, although I worked out as hard as I could. My extra 5 kilos did not bother me at all. But Andre didn't like the fact that I gained a little weight. He started to get mad at me, yelling, and we started quarreling. I really loved Andrew and didn't want to lose him, so I went on a strict diet. Soon results began to appear. I began to lose weight little by little. But because of this diet I became very weak, and so I lost the competition. This made my father very angry. He gave me a terrible scandal at home. I was offended and I said, "Daddy, do you only love me when I win a competition? If so, I don't need that kind of love." My father also took offense at me, turned around and left. After a couple of days I got sick right in class. I started to feel nauseous and very dizzy. Everything around me stank. I was sent to the hospital. After seeing a gynecologist, the cause of my illness became clear. I was pregnant. This news threw me into shock. I informed Andre about my pregnancy, but he said that he didn't need a child and that he doubted very much that he was the father of my child. I loved Andre very much, and his betrayal really hurt me. My mother, after learning about my pregnancy, did not allow me to have an abortion. After a week Andrew came to me and told me to forget about him forever. He didn't even want to see me anymore. The pregnancy was very hard. I was in the hospital almost the entire time on preservation. Then I started having contractions. It was just a real nightmare. The contractions lasted for a very long time, almost 24 hours. I didn't think I could be in so much pain. I almost went crazy with pain. Then I gave birth to twin boys. The first few days I didn't even want to hold them in my arms, but then I really loved my boys. When I came back from the maternity hospital, my mother told me that my father had left us. He said he didn't want such a daughter and he didn't want to live in our madhouse. I started raising my sons. My mother helped me as much as she could. It is very difficult for both of us now. To feed all of us and provide everything we need, Mom works 2 jobs and is very tired. I am also very tired. After all, I take care of the kids and I study. I cry very often. I am depressed. I understand that I have ruined my life. My mom calms me down, says that everything will get better soon. Nothing is going to get better. I'll regret becoming a mother so young my whole life. I ruined everything and deprived myself of a normal future. It's a shame I realized it so late.